Alright, so we have the brand new reveal for the one and only BREADY. This is going to be the full animation, skill kit, everything that we have about the character now out over here for Goddess Victory Nikke. New to the channel, like and subscribe, it does help out a ton. Let's get into things over here and let's see what they're cooking up. So, Nikke motion, demonstration, and skill introduction. BREADY uses SR Chewing Tasty. BREADY is an attacker whose attack effects change to continuous damage and distributed damage based on the buffs granted by her allies. Her transformed attack effects become even more powerful when her burst skill is activated. Over here we have the HD version, which we're going to go through. Obviously, the regular logistics and everything behind that. I've already looped this. Let's see it. So, this is the brand new reveal and everything, burst animation and such. Again, if you like the design of the character, go for it. Have fun with this update here. Definitely your sort of update. So, this is the shooting pose over here. Looks pretty nice for the most part. And then we have burst. And then we'll see the particle effects and everything that they have for this character here. So, let's see it. What are they? I wonder how they're going to do things here. I already know it's going to be like Curse, bro. I already know. So here we go. Here's some gameplay of the character. She has obviously a sniper, so charge speed and everything associated. Over here, takes a bit to charge up. Reload goes through. So I expected that. I honestly expected exactly that. That's a burst animation, bro. That's a burst animation, yeah. That's exactly what I expected. You know that, right? There's no doubt that is exactly what I expected. I'm even joking. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely go with that. Okay. So particle effects wise, she has like bread, I guess, all around her, and sweets and everything showing up around her. That's pretty much what they have over there. So pretty nice on that front as well. Yeah, looks pretty good. So that's there. That's simply just the animations and everything associated. Now let's get into the skill kit. So here we go. Exactly what I expected from the burst animation was what that was. That's why I'm not shocked in the slightest. That's what I expected. It's like Mario but upside down. Think about that. Logically, right? Technically. BREADY over here, cooking oil, attacker, burst 3. So we're looking at some sort of DPS, powerhouse, something like that. Sniper rifle, type is water. Ammo capacity 6, reload time is 2. Affects target, deals 69% of attack as damage, charge time is 1 second, full charge damage is 250% of damage, and then deals 200% damage when attacking the core. So, Lonely Gourmet is skill 1. Activates when entering full burst, affects self. Attack goes up by 50% for 10 seconds. Alright, simple. Activates when gaining the buff that increases sustained damage, affects self. Lingering Taste, your charge speed drops 50% for 50 seconds. And then the effect can't be dispelled. But it removes recommended taste. Okay. Activates when gaining the buff that increases distributed damage while not in a sustained damage increasing status. Affects self. Then it nerfs you, again, 50% charge speed for 50 seconds, and that effect can't be dispelled. Then it removes Lingering Taste. So basically, you get half the kit, depending on how it works here. Depending on if you got a sustained damage buff, then you get 50%. Okay. Let's just keep going for a second, okay. Activates after landing 3 full charge attacks while in lingering taste status. So here we go. Activates after landing 3 full, 3 full charge attacks while in lingering taste. So that's when this kicks up. When you're in lingering taste is when you get a buff that increases sustained damage. Affects a target. Damage taken goes up by 10% for 5 seconds. And then after taste, deals 455% of final attack is sustained damage every 1 second for 5 seconds, which is there. Now, activates when hitting a target with full charge and recommended taste. So if you got buffed with a buff that increased your distributed damage, now what you get is affect self. Attack damage goes up by 40% instead, so there you go, instead of the damage taken. And then activates when hitting a target with full charge while in recommended taste. Affects all enemies That's going to be 503% of distributed damage. Yeah. So basically, depending on the buff you gain is depending on the buff you gain. Catch my drift? So depending on which buff you get, sustained or distributed, you then get either lingering or recommended. Depending on that is what you get also further, being attack damage or being damage taken or being whatever. When you're in those states, your charge speed does get neutered, basically 50% for 50 seconds. And then you can issue a different buff. Yeah. So who is our current sustained damage buffers? Distributed, I think you got a bit of chances. Who is our current sustained is my question. So we'll have to see that, but that's there, okay? Then burst is 40 seconds, obviously. Affect self, attack self. Great. Affect self. Attack damage goes up by 60% for 10 seconds. Activates when in lingering taste status. Affects self. Aftertaste goes up by 300%. Or in recommended taste, your attack goes up by 50%. So when bursting, your aftertaste is 800-ish, or sorry, 750-ish % of final attack is sustained damage every 1 second for 5 seconds. So which is better? Is it better to go down the lingering taste route or the recommended taste route? Who buffs? I think I know one character who does it, but I don't know anybody beyond that. I'm gonna be dumb here, chat. Let's go. I'm not even streaming. Let me verify real quick while I'm saying this. But yeah, it looks like that's what they're going for. So just be ready for basically a character that needs somebody that does that. Yeah, I was right. So you gotta find somebody who buffs sustained damage, and then you get part of the kit activated. And if you find somebody that buffs distributed damage, you then get the other part of the kit activated. And you only have one part of the kit activated at one time, clearly. You can't dispel that, so you can't keep switching whenever you choose to switch. No. So you can run Summer Rosanna. Summer Rosanna has sustained damage allies, affects all allies. Sustained damage goes up by 20% for 10 seconds. So when that procs, then her entire kit procs. Right? So yeah. The only thing is that 50%, which you can offset a bit, I guess. Right? That 50% charge speed is like super weird, but she should have high damage, theoretically. It's just she's going to have like a weird and wonky team that might be changed up and coming. Right? That's kind of what will happen here. Team-wise, you might see like a different character roll up that will replace whoever you need as the buffer. But, doesn't look bad. It just looks weird, bro. They make such complicated kits nowadays. It's like, dude, you need this to proc this, but this get proc, but you can't proc this because this wasn't. Oh my god, make it simple, dude. Damn. So yeah, let me know what you think. That's pretty much what we have with this kit here. Yeah, that's really it. Because depending on your buff, procs the rest of the kit. If you didn't buff with, I wonder if you didn't buff with anything, what happens there? But yeah, sustained damage, you proc further into aftertaste, into lingering taste, into damage taken, whatever. If you proc the other way, you proc attack damage, you proc final attack over here, but then 50% over here. So you get like technically 90% attack damage up, or attack up, and you get 500% final damage. But it looks like lingering taste may be the better one, because lingering taste, what you get there, is you get 300% aftertaste, which is sustained damage every 1 second for 5 seconds, but that's 300 plus 455. That's how much it is. Plus, on top of that, 10% increased damage taken and affects the target for 5 seconds, which is huge. And that's 3 full charge attacks. Yeah. And this is 5 seconds attack damage up, 10 seconds attack damage up, and then the one hit. Right? I think she looks great. But I don't know. Yeah, if you're going to ask me, like, hey, should I pull? I'm going to say no, because that's how I am. I'm going to be like, no, because there's an anniversary up and coming, so I wouldn't really tell you to pull. But I would say that if you you like women like this, pull. It's your design, bro. That's my take, right? So, again, I still say that I still stand in the fact that if you don't care about solar raid, don't pull for units like this, because that's all they are, right? The only units really need for every content are pilgrims or specs or limiteds, because they sort of help you more than anything. So that's my take, but do what you will. Best of luck if you're pulling. Hopefully I broke it down perfectly. Yeah, peace out. Take care.